Are you doing everything you said you would do, but you still feel like time is running out and that you're never doing enough? That means you have a high level of ambition. That means you want to achieve good things out of life. You want to perform at your absolute best. And that's good. But it also comes with problems because having that feeling that you're never doing enough, it means that you're gonna be stressed, you're gonna be anxious because you're so worried about the future that you're never gonna achieve the success you want. And that's something I felt for a long time, and it's just not nice. And if you're watching this, maybe you can relate to it that just time is running out and you put in all this effort to do great things, but it just never feels enough, and that puts you at the bottom because in your standards you're never meeting up to them, and that makes you feel so bad about yourself, and it's just not nice. And I think it's social media's fault for making us feel like this. We shouldn't feel like this. They have sold us a lie that we should be able to do so much more and we should be able to achieve success within weeks or months. But it takes years and it takes patience and planned effort. But they're just trying to sell us a lie to make some quick money off of us, and it's just making us feel like we're missing out of life, that we're not doing what we're supposed to do. But you are doing what you're supposed to do. But it feels like we're not because we see all these people on social media telling us otherwise. And it's just not fair because we're putting in so much effort to achieve great things, but we don't get the reward. I like this quote that says, people overestimate what they can do in a day, and they underestimate what they can do in a year. It's so simple, you have heard it thousands of times, but it teaches us patience. It teaches us to not think that we can achieve everything in one single day. So you shouldn't have this high standard that you can just do everything now and that you're gonna achieve success now, because it's just not reasonable. You're just not gonna get it, and that's gonna make you feel that you're not doing enough, and it's gonna make you stressed and anxious. That's the reason why we don't have patience that social media has taken from us. They have taken this patience from us with quick dopamine and quick lies that you can achieve success so easily, and that's just not the case. And that doesn't mean that you're doing the wrong things. It just means that you've been lied to think that you can achieve all of this in a single day or in a short period of time, which is not the case. So we need to start living in the present moment. We need to start realizing that we can't have all of this success yet. It's just not for us right now. But what we can do is to actually enjoy the actions we do. We can make sure that they are aligned to our interest, what we like to do. Because that means we're already on a good path and doing what we feel is right. And then it really doesn't matter if we achieve the success or not, because we're already living the life we want and not feeling that we should be somewhere in the future and then we're gonna be happy, because that's not how it works. If we're just thinking all the time that happiness lies in the future, not for me, then we're never gonna be happy because we're always in the present. We're not in the future. That's not now. We have to be happy now. Do what we feel is right now. We need to feel more content of what we've done. We need to feel more proud of all of these things that we're doing of ourselves, because if we're ambitious people, that you probably are, we put in a lot of effort to achieve good things, but you never reward yourself. You never tell yourself that you've done something great. So a quick action step that I've implemented and has helped me is to just every evening write down one thing that you did great today. For example, this morning I meditated for 50 minutes and I was present and it felt good. It doesn't have to be more complicated than that. If you can just feel a little proud of yourself that you're doing all these things that 99% of people just can't do, you should feel a bit proud of yourself. That's one good action that you can just start implementing, and it's gonna make you feel a bit more at ease that at least I'm doing something great for myself. At least I'm on a good path. And that's gonna take away that feeling of not having enough because you already know that you're on a good path. So try implementing that right now if you want to. You can pause this video and just write down or think about one thing that you have done great today. I promise you, you're gonna feel a bit better. And the hardest thing when it comes to this is just to let go. It's to realize that what we did in the past doesn't work anymore. That's why you've clicked on this video, because you felt that I don't feel so good about this anymore. It maybe used to serve you, it made you push hard. But right now, what we need is to actually feel good about ourselves at the same time that we're pushing, because otherwise you might just become unmotivated and you might just give up. And it's not even good for testosterone to feel stressed or anything like that. It just doesn't make sense to feel that way. It's just a lie that people have told us, and we should not feel that way. But people will stick to that feeling of never having enough, just keep pushing, because they're used to it. They don't want to change. It's more comfortable to stay in the discomfort that you don't like, because you don't want to go into the unknown and face your fear of realizing that maybe I was wrong, maybe I can achieve success this quickly. That's a good thing to realize. That's patience. That's an important realization to have. To realize that we're not gonna achieve success as quickly as we thought. Because then everything becomes more reasonable. We realize that, okay, this is what I need to do. And you're fine with not having success right now, and that's gonna make you feel like you're doing enough. Because when you feel like I should have success right now, you can't. It's not possible. Then you're gonna of course feel like it's not enough. You have to move on. You have to let go of that impatient nature of us, that we're just gonna have quick success easy handed just in front of us. It doesn't work that way. You have to let go. Your eyes have been opened. You already probably knew this from the start, but don't close them willingly. Don't let yourself close them just because it's more comfortable to stay blind from this truth that you're not gonna achieve success, because it's just not serving you to think that you're gonna achieve success quickly, because it makes you feel that you're not doing enough, and that it's gonna make you stressed. So keep your eyes open, don't close them, and walk into the unknown, which is it's this feeling of that we were wrong, because that hurts our ego, but you just have to accept it. I need to accept that as well. We're not going to do that, okay? We need to be content with what we're doing right now. We need to feel proud of yourself that we're doing all of these things to achieve success. But we can just forget about that dream that we're gonna have success in a few months. It's just not going to happen, and it's gonna make you feel that you're not enough. And we can't have this feeling because it's not good for us. So remember the quote that we overestimate what we can do in a day and we underestimate what we can do in a year. And it's going to serve you so well, because it's going to help you develop the patience you need, help you live in the present moment and feel good about the actions you're doing to achieve the success that you want. I'm not telling you not to be ambitious and to achieve success. I'm just telling you to be more reasonable, that we're not gonna have it right away. So thanks for listening to this video, and try to implement something if this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.